Hello and welcome to the last episodes, the series in which we tie up the loose ends left during our journey on Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we're back in Gundabad because there is something else that I would like to do today, and that is the trophy hunter quests that you can get in here. So you might remember that initially I was trying to get these quests as I advanced through the main series, but when I started having difficulties finding these mobs, I decided to leave that for its own separate video, and this is it. So we're gonna begin by looking for the first quest here in Máttugard, and there are a few possible locations where these guys can be located, much like the quests of Azanulbizar, the trophy hunter quests of Azanulbizar. So I also don't want to waste your time while I look for them, so I'll be back with you as soon as I have found the location at which I will get this first quest. Okay, we are in luck today because here we have the first enemy, Forsting. So as you see here, you can find this guy around these lower areas of Máttugard. You just go past Bushatab, the goblin camp, go down one level, and then you start looking around this kind of bridges. There are 3 possible locations in this area, and if she's not here, you will find Forsting around Shalakival, which is the waterworks here in Máttugard. There are also 3 possible locations there, but as you can see, she is here today. So let us get going with this guy. That would have given us a Forsting's tail. Yeah. And here comes the quest. After encountering the elusive cold worm Forsting, you have claimed a trophy that may be of value to the reclaimers of the mountain hold. As you inspect Forsting's tail, you wonder if the etched scars upon the scales signify some status of the beast within the Frost Horde. You decide to bring this trophy to Belga Defthand, a skilled taxidermist of the Longbeards, so that it might be preserved once Gundabad is reclaimed. That's what we're gonna do. Well, we also need to travel to all different locations in Gundabad, and I think the Civil Master in the Steep set is one of the better options in there, and that way we can start turning in these quests as we go. But of course we need to live. Okay, here we have Belga.
Hail, friend!
What have you brought me now? Belga Defthand inspects Forsting's tail closely, holding it up to the light that steeps it. Ah, this shall make a fine trophy. I shall preserve this rare find. Let us hope fewer of the Frost Horde shall trouble us in the days to come. So we have completed a quest. We have a new deed, Trophy Hunter of Gundabad. 7, 1 out of 7, 1 on each area of Gundabad, that's all good. And our next stop is Deepscrave. The enemy there in Deepscrave, as far as I remember, it's only located in the bottom level. So we gotta... Well, we have different options here in Deepscrave, but we'll need to take the elevator. I think is the easy one, the fastest of them all. Alright, we are also lucky today in Deepscrave because here you can find Gurzlag, which is the Ukrash we need to defeat. He can be found really close to the island in the Bergbeam, this little island that you can find to the north when you come back from the elevator, actually. Sorry. It's near the elevator, the little island that you can find in here, or around this area to the south. And this is his location for today. So we're just gonna take this guy in here. Alright, here we have the claw. Let us pick the quest. After encountering the elusive Ukrush Gurzlags, you have claimed a trophy that may be of value to the reclaimers of the mountain hold. As you inspect Gurzlag's claw, you take care to not get yourself caught in its mighty grasp. You decide to bring this trophy to Belga Defthand, a skilled taxidermist of the Longbeards, so that it might be preserved once Gundabad is reclaimed. And, okay. Back to Vernosal. Once again. And this is gonna be trophy number 2. We're making good progress today, I gotta say. Looking good so far.
Hail, friend.
What have you brought me now? Belga Defthand inspects Gurzlag's claw closely, holding it up to the light that steeps it. Ah, this shall make a fine trophy. I shall preserve this rare find. There are many strange creatures living within the depths of Gundabad. Perhaps you will find them all. Yeah, that's the plan. There we go. Okay, so now that we have done Deepscrave, our next stop is gonna be the pit of Stonejaws. So this one is over there, and let's go. Alright, and here we are in the pit of stone, just ready to claim the next trophy. Skrizug, the Heel Beast. There are two, well, different places once again. There are 3 possible locations on this lake to the south of Shakajat, or there are also 3 possible locations right before you leave for Câr Bronach. So once again, this is his location today, and it's time for us to claim the trophy. Awesome. The foot, Skrizug's foot. After encountering the elusive cave beast Skrizug, you have claimed a trophy that may be of value to the reclaimers of the mountain hold. As you inspect Skrizug's foot, you take care not to cut yourself upon the sharp claws of the beast. You decide to bring this trophy to Belga Defthand, a skilled taxidermist of the Longbeards, so that it might be preserved once Gundabad is reclaimed. Alrighty then. Once again, making good progress today. A lot about it. Gotta say, it's not so hard now, it seems, getting all these trophies. I mean, back in the day, well, when Gundabad was just newly released, finding these guys was a nightmare, and since they have like, what, an hour timer for the respawn and 6 possible locations each, that was a nightmare to do. But now, I gotta say, it seems nobody else is doing this, and I'm glad for it. Because that makes it easier for me.
At your service, and your families.
What have you brought me now? Belga Defthand inspects Skrizug's foot closely, holding it up to the light that steeps it. Ah, this shall make a fine trophy. I shall preserve this rare find. There are many dangerous creatures living in Gundabad. Let us hope fewer creatures trouble us in Gundabad in the days to come. Let us hope you're right. So, the next location is in Câr Bronach, and I think we can actually take our master to Leitstad this time and see how we do in that regard. Because this bear, the location of this bear, we got a glimpse of it. Well, we found it on the main series, but since I had already missed the 3 previous ones, I decided to wait before fighting that bear. But basically, there are 2 possible spawn locations for this bear, and the first one is in here, right to the right of the Witch Gate after you leave in Câr Bronach, and the other one is here to the east. So let me check which one of these 2 locations is the one, and I will be back with you. Alright, here we have Skerla. Today she is at the eastern side of Câr Bronach, but you will remember when we first came here as part of the main series, she was on the other possible spawn location. So at least we got to see both locations for her, and in fact, this is the first time that I see her at this location. Previously I had only seen her next to the Witch Gate, but that's not the case today. Cool. They are getting stronger now as well. Awesome. What do we have in here? Skerla's head. Let's go. After encountering the elusive Lathbear Skerla, you have claimed a trophy that may be of value to the reclaimers of the Mountain Hold. As you inspect Skerla's head, you take care not to cut yourself upon the Lathbear's severe jaw. You decide to bring this trophy to Belga Defthand, a skilled taxidermist of the Longbeards, so that it might be preserved once Gundabad is reclaimed. So once again, no, that's not it. Once again, going back to the Hall of Vernozal to turn in the quest. There we go.
Long live Thorin Stonehelm. Long live Durin Stonehelmson.
What have you brought me now? Belga Defthand inspects Skerla's head closely, holding it up to the light that steeps it. Ah, this shall make a fine trophy. I shall preserve this rare find. There are many dangerous creatures living in Gundabad. Let us hope fewer creatures trouble us in Gundabad in the days to come. Alright, our next destination is Gloomingtarn, so let us go. Alright, so the next mob has 2 different spawn locations, either at the west or the eastern shore of the lake, and let's see which one is it today. Alright, it took some running around because, as you can see here, Gullush is no different from all other deep toads of Gloomingtarn, but I found him on the western side of the lake. I got scared for a moment there. I thought he wouldn't be here today and that I might need to come back later and look again. So I'm glad to see that I was wrong. And I'll be even more glad if this lag, yeah, lets me do what I want to do. So now, Gullush's legs. After encountering the elusive deep-topped Gullush, you have claimed a trophy that may be of value to the reclaimers of the Mountain Hold. As you inspect Gullush's legs, you wonder if they are edible or poisonous. You decide to bring this trophy to Belga Defthand, a skilled taxidermist of the Longbeards, so that it might be preserved once Gundabad is reclaimed. So, there we go. This is the 5th one, right? Yeah, this is the 5th one. We're almost done. That's great. This took way shorter than I thought it would. And we're almost done now. Good.
Gundabad will be ours once more.
What have you brought me now? Belga Defthand inspects Gullush's legs closely, holding them up to the light that steeps it. Ah, this shall make a fine trophy. I shall preserve this rare find. There are many strange creatures living within the depths of Gundabad. Perhaps you will find them all. And once again, that's the plan. She has like the same 2 or 3 dialogues, but okay.
Have you a moment?
Next stop is Manar in Clovengap. It's the closest we can get in Clovengap. We gotta go all the way to the north to Frost Hill. Well, there are a couple locations, but I remember the one at Frost Hill. So basically, the map that we're looking here in Clovengap is located through the northeastern side. Most of the possible locations are on the way to the Hidden Hoard entrance. So in that regard, we don't need to worry too much about it. But a couple of them, if I'm not wrong, are actually on the ground level next to the frozen river. And I hope that's not the case today, because it's so much easier and so much faster going to, well, following the road to the Hidden Hoard and praying that the guy would be there. That's what I would like, in any case. Well, thankfully today we also didn't need to go to the frozen river to find the enemy here. Kurzkub, this fire grim we found on this sort of hill right before the entrance to the Hidden Hoard. And I'm so glad he was along this road. Well, there were more chances, of course, but you never know. My luck especially, you never know. But that was not the case today. I'm so glad, once again. So thankful for it. Could you please? Yeah, thank you. Kurzkub's shard. So let's take a look at that one. After encountering the elusive Frostgrim Kurzkub, you have claimed a trophy that may be of value to the reclaimers of the Mountain Hold. As you inspect Kurzkub's shard, you wonder if any fell sorcery was involved in molding this strange object. You decide to bring this trophy to Belga Defthand, a skilled taxidermist of the Longbeards, so that it might be preserved once Gundabad is reclaimed. Oh yeah, right, I need to accept the quest, of course. Well, we're almost done. We're really almost done. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. We are just missing one, and the last one we can technically complete already, because we did that one as part of the main series. I couldn't avoid it. You might remember the work basically jumped on me. I didn't see it. But I still think it would be fun going to the location and trying to look it up. What have you brought me now? Belga Defthand inspects Kurzkub's shard closely, holding it up to the light that steeps it. Ah, this shall make a fine trophy. I shall preserve this rare find. Let us hope fewer of these fell spirits on the Mountain Hold in days to come. A unique dialogue, wouldn't you know? Awesome.
Yes.
Now we just need a Welkin-lofts, so we're going to Felgat now. And thankfully, this last mob has, once again, 6 possible locations, but all 6 are so close to each other that really you don't need to go out of your way to scout all possible places. Let us just hope that we don't need to look too hard for it. But you can either find him at the frozen lake, as I was saying, or really close to the wolf den of Draurak. And that's basically it. Alright, this time Khanakarg. Well, I found it on the western side of the frozen lake. But you also know that it can be found on the... well, really close to the entrance to the wolf den of Draurak. I mean, we already have the trophy from him. But once again, I thought it would be fun finding him again after doing all the other 6 trophies. Just for fun. So when you defeat him, he will drop, well, Khanakarg's fangs, and we have the quest as well. After encountering the elusive word Khanakarg, you have claimed a trophy that may be of value to the reclaimers of the mountain hold. As you inspect Khanakarg's fangs, you take care not to cut yourself on the razor-sharp teeth. You decide to bring this trophy to Belga Defthand, a skilled taxidermist of the Longbeards, that it might be preserved once Gundabad is reclaimed. Yeah, this is gonna be the last one, right? About to complete a deed and everything. That's gonna be so great. Right, there we go. What have you brought me now? Belga Defthand inspects Khanakarg's fangs closely, holding them up to the light that steeps it. Ah, this shall make a fine trophy. I shall preserve this rare find. Let us hope fewer works trouble us in Gundabad in the days to come. Awesome! There we go, completed. Trophy Hunter of Gundabad. We have a new title, some virtue XP. Tolerance is now level 76. Trophy Hunter of Gundabad. Yeah, basically it. You have collected many rare trophies found in Gundabad, and once again, shorter and easier than I thought it would be. So I'm also glad for that. And well, that's basically all that we have left in Gundabad that's not related to dailies somehow. So I hope you enjoyed this last episode, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.